We're live.
Hey.
Toy Federation.
What's up?
Travis, Andy, Travis, Ryan.
Ryan. Hello, Doctor.
Doctor.
Back at it.
So we're still recovering from Retro Horror Con.
Horror Con.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the one guy.
Yeah, with other cons.
Well, we had a guy who was in the store, and we're like, you going to go to Retro Horror Con? He goes, Horror Con? You going to have horrors? Like,
I don't know if is that going to get edited.
That might have to get edited.
That might have to get edited.
We're like, it's not that kind of show.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Yeah, that'd be a...
But he like genuinely said it that way.
Yeah.
But it's we're still recovering.
Still unpacking.
Oh, the crazy thing
boxes.
Is when we prep for Retro Toy Con in November, we have a staging area, and it used to be the room that is now the expanded portion of the store. So that area is not available to stage for a show because it's shoppable. But then we have to stage for a second show, which is the September show. So then there was nowhere to stage for the November show, and then it's a little chaotic back there.
Yeah. I got a lot of it squared away.
Oh no, you did. No, it's definitely. That's why I say there's always room to put more.
Yeah.
Whenever you think it's full.
Yeah.
There's a way to.
We'll keep putting that to the test.
I was thinking today about, like, when you walk all the way to the back, some areas have a drop ceiling and some don't. And I was like, what if we took that out and just went all?
Well, own the building. So
Get those like metal industrial racks.
We don't have to get permission to raise the ceilings.
No.
Raise the roof.
We just have all those giant librarian ladders, with the wheels on them.
Maybe we can get a forklift.
I want so bad to have a library at home, which I don't have the ceiling or the room to where, like in this old mansions.
Yeah.
And there's like the second story and you could walk on it, but then you have the ladders and then there's like the bear skin rug and a fireplace. And this is like your reading room.
It allows you 2 stories of being correct.
Right.
Because you could go, I found a book that proves my point.
Right. All right. But then I would never have time to read any of them.
That's true.
It would just be cool to look at.
It'd be all like toy magazines.
Yeah.
There's a lot of toy. I got a lot of toy books. There's not enough, though.
Books about tanks.
Well,
I got a lot of books on tanks.
Upstairs would be World War II. Downstairs would be toys. Yeah.
Or a room like that just to show your collection.
It'd have to be round. That's the most luxurious type of room.
It's true.
I do want a luxurious room.
Bearskin rug.
Right? Wouldn't that be cool? But it could be like a Wampa rug.
There you go. With like a Wampa head.
Yeah. It'd be a Wampa skin rug.
Could wear a smoking jacket even though you don't smoke.
Right. So but you wouldn't offend anybody by, it's not a real animal. It's a Wampa.
Yeah.
That's an opportunity right there.
Have like a Rancor skin couch.
It's a Rancor hide.
Rancor hide couch.
See, these are business opportunities, not being
fulfilled.
Well, if it's themed, you could go in a lot of different directions because
I guarantee you, there's a lot you would sell Wampa rugs.
Oh yeah,
right.
Guaranteed.
You could sell a Mumra robe,
a Mumra
with a lion rug,
a Mumra
set. It's like
lino skin rug.
You could do that. Yeah. So you'd be on the bad guy side if you got his rug.
Right.
It works that way, yeah.
Yeah, you've just conquered them all. There's a Chitara rug.
Yeah.
They're all done.
Panthro.
Give me another cartoon. This one's over.
My feet are never cold.
But all right, so I don't know what we're
HorrorCon, right?
So I forget what it's. I didn't forget, but starting a new show is hard. It's less hard because you know what to do, or maybe the first time you didn't know what to do. You have ideas that you try to execute. Where this one, we knew we were going to basically mimic all the elements that worked for the November show.
Right.
But focus on all toys as opposed to vintage,
Right.
which is what the November show is.
Well, you just got to keep educating the audience to.
Well, that was the problem. We were having people who would say, well, I don't like horror.
Right. Well, it's not.
And they're like, but it's still a toy show. But
The guests are horror, right?
right.
Yeah.
Well, because like if you're trying to do a theme show, like say you run a Power Ranger con, well, your guests are Power Rangers. But, you know, and I'm assuming your toys would be Power Rangers. But when you run, let's say, a vintage toy show and you want to theme your guests, in my mind, your guests are based off of cartoons to a good degree, not exclusively, but, you know, if it's G.I. Joe or, you know, He-Man or Thundercats or whatever, but these are all based off of cartoons.
Yeah.
So then you would bring voice actors. Or the Ninja Turtle movie, so you might
Right.
bring Ninja Turtles because the toy line is, you know, the movie doesn't exist without the toy line.
Right.
Or the comic, you know. But then when you want an everything toy show, well, then how do you, what are your guests? So then I was like, well, I'm just going to theme it. I guess you could just not have a theme, and I could bring a horror person, and you could bring us
Yeah. We could just dip into different
a
decades.
wrestling
Right.
I just chose to do horror because I like horror.
Well, we've had a lot of horror guests, and
We had a lot in the store.
Yeah.
I'd say 20 to 25 of them.
it's
Majority
always
of all the
worked.
signings, really.
Yeah.
Well, and like for example, you know, when we had Anthony Michael Hall in the store, it was coming off of Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
But you know, he's Rusty in Vacation, or he's in 16 Candles, or Weird Science. So I mean, he can hit horror, but he can hit, you know, this
Yeah.
pop culture. But I mean, and then a wrestler can be, you know, in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Be, yeah.
Like, because what's his name was in Terrifier.
Jericho.
Yeah, but then what's his name was in Devil's Rejects? Because of Kevin Nash, or no, that was Super Shredder. Well, there's another wrestler.
Well, DDP.
Yeah, Diamond Dallas Page.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it was an everything toy show, but I mean, Funkos were there, and there was more comics than you would see at Retro Toy Con.
And you had some crafty stuff like homemade.
Oh yeah, we had
Yeah,
this hot
people-
sauce guy. It was cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna somehow find a way to squeeze him in November, because he doesn't need a lot of space.
Yeah.
But he was cool. But so the highlights of the show, what would you say?
Well, setup was,
A lot easier.
yeah, it was a lot easier, and it was surprisingly so, because it was like,
Well, we weren't,
it was still work,
Yeah, well, yeah.
but like,
but the booth was totally different than November.
Right.
So it was easier from
Well,
that standpoint. We didn't
everything
have
was-
loose stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything was package.
Yeah.
right,
It's-
and
you're dealing with squares and.
well, it was, I don't know if it was because we had fewer sections or fewer collections of things, but it was like, well, this fits here, this fits, and then all of a sudden the booth is kind of done, and
Well, we only had one glass case too. We didn't have
Right.
three.
Because we wanted them to be able to walk up to the wall and
Yeah,
shop.
walk around.
yeah, and it seemed like, you know, like it wasn't as predictable what did sell or didn't, but you know, it's like it was consistent in a way. I guess because it's one genre, you know,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, but we had a whole outer wall that was Marvel and DC.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was, so we brought modern.
Yeah.
We didn't have anything vintage, even though I guess we did. There were some old model kits that were horror. Or,
Yeah, but it wasn't like modern. You know, so what we bring.
yeah,
retro.
yeah.
It
Like
was
we didn't
not-
have new
yeah.
G.I. Joe Classified
Right.
or
Yeah.
I mean,
new
I think
Studio Series.
the newest thing we brought was probably Mythic, right?
We did
Yeah.
do a Mythic section, which
Yeah.
I thought was cool. Because I thought that would theme well
Yeah.
with but then to me so I thought the guests were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
For a first year show, I thought we knocked it out of the park with our lineup. I thought the vendors were amazing. Again, for a first year show, to have the vendors that we had, I think was, you know, crucial.
Having Trick or Treat there, right?
Trick or Treat was
That's pretty
great.
good.
That guy was a trip. He was a nice dude.
Yeah.
Very appreciative that, you know, a major manufacturer like that set up at our show. And then the fact that Grindhouse was there, they didn't have product, but you know, it's coming, and they were
Yeah, I didn't realize they were VHS packaging.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty cool.
yeah. No, they're yeah. That product line's like right down my alley because there's World War II,
War zombies,
German fighting zombie type monster myth.
Yeah.
So you're gonna collect modern? That's what I'm hearing.
I'm gonna carry them in the store. Tell you that. I'll collect some.
And there it is.
Well, I was telling him about
got
some of these other things. Like he's got one guy with an MP44, and I was like, they had night vision, and it was called the Vampire, and he's like, oh wow, and I go, they had this gun and it had a 90 degree and it could shoot around corners. So then you could start getting, some of these cool things,
Right, Ryan's gonna end up with an exclusive figure somehow.
I would do one.
Right angle gun.
They had it.
Why can't it be a left angle?
They did it. They had night vision.
No, I believe it's.
How does that shoot?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about
Does
it.
it just like hit the end and then tink?
I think the bullet literally fragments on the way out. So part of some of the bullet is.
So it's
hit,
like a shotgun blast.
I don't know.
Pellet.
You look it up. MP44 90 degree.
My right ear just keeps ringing. I don't know what it is.
Is it like a mirror on the end of the gun so they see around the corner?
I think you gotta have
You got
it,
it, right?
Or you got. Yeah, I don't know.
Or you just you're like.
Now you peek around the corner, then you get shot.
Duck back.
So then the next guy picks up the gun.
The soldier coming back to the guy that designed it, and he's like, no. This is much more effective.
How about I just face the guy and shoot him because this ain't working. I can't see because I'm not around the corner.
Better armor.
Yeah, but and then the lobby swap was a good start.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like Retro Toy Con in November. Yeah. But I mean
It'll get there.
It was comparable to year one Retro Toy Con.
Yeah.
So that's an element we need to grow. But again, it was new audiences because it was all the people that were doing it were new people.
Yeah.
But then they'll see, because everything you have to, I guess, train the audience to what you're doing because we're catering to some of our existing customer base who know what we do. But then there was a lot of new there.
Yeah.
And they don't know.
Right. Or room trading.
Because I've never been to a show or a horror show to where there's a lobby swap.
Yeah.
Or let alone room trading. If there's room trading, it ain't toys they're trading. I mean,
yeah.
It's
right.
So it, and then I felt like this was a family friendly show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where I've been to horror shows that aren't.
Right.
So I think we accomplished everything. And then we could have had a better room trading.
Yeah.
But again, that's, you have to go to where, Retro Toy Con year one, you might have 5 rooms trading.
Yeah.
Then it went to 10, then it went to 20, then it went to 40,
Yeah.
So, but you can't start off year one and expect, why am I not at year 7 or year 8?
Yeah.
But from a ticketing sales standpoint, we
did good, right? Yeah.
We surpassed year 3 of Retro Toy, and I'm not sure if we quite hit 4. So from an attendance standpoint or and a dollar value standpoint, we we skipped a couple years compared to the other show. And
yeah. I mean, we were able to, I guess you'd say, like, sort of piggyback on what we've been doing all along, but also, like, a lot of people that we see regularly, they didn't know about the show, and it's like we tell everybody comes to the door.
Oh, but we get people
and ads and but it was like that the first year.
We
of
still
Retro.
get new people almost daily in the store. They lived here and they don't even
get
know.
People 10 minutes down the road that walk in and didn't know we were here.
Yeah,
I had a guy come in from the podcast. He's like, "I don't know you had a YouTube." He listens on Spotify.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to check that store out." And then he came, and then it's like, we got. I don't know about any of that. Yeah. So you just it's.
Well, I don't know if I've ever heard of anyone that found out about the store from the show, like Retro. You only find out about the store and then Retro, or in this case, I guess you'd say the same thing. I think
we had somebody who was at the show and was like, "Oh, I'm going to check the store out."
Really? Okay. Well, then it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
But,
The guy that bought the Eternia and the
oh, yeah, he was awesome.
I met him at Retro.
Yeah.
I don't think he had been to the store yet.
Oh?
So
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah, I was so appreciative that when that guy shows up, money's getting spent in the room.
Yeah.
And he spent a lot of money with the vendors.
I mean, I know his name, but I'm not throwing it out there.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so we had good support. I had a lot of people come up to me at the end of the show, thanking me kind of thing. Like, thank you so much for doing this. We don't have this.
You got a letter in the mail.
Oh, yeah, we had a letter.
Yeah, that's right.
A letter.
A guy wrote me a letter. 1.5, almost 2 pages, typewritten.
Double spaced.
Talked about growing up. We're a similar age, growing up with the classic horror movies. Had a subscription to Fangoria, which I did. And then just talking about and only hearing about, and it's not like, I mean, I guess there's other shows, but maybe not everybody has the means to travel or you don't know their home life or their ability to leave, or maybe they care for people. Like, I don't know that. I'm not.
I mean, you only go where you can and how far.
So
you
he had
go.
said, I've only, heard about these shows and had never been able to go to one. And the fact that you had one here, I could attend, and it was everything and more than he could have imagined. But in all the years running Retro Toy Con in November, I've never had somebody write a letter.
All right.
No.
So that felt good. And then I had a couple messages from some of the guests, because a lot of the guests that we had, I mean, a good portion of our carryover vendors who set up in the November show, who set up with us for our new show, they were there more to, like the one guy, I think it was Seth, he even said this. He's like, I don't care if I didn't make any money. I was going to be here to support you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know where you'll take it.
Yeah.
But,
they were there year one for Retro.
Yeah.
So it's, you're either in or you're out. And
well, there's another vendor who,
in.
I won't say his name. He says, I don't know if it's necessarily my vibe for what I sell, but I don't want to be on the outside looking in a couple years wishing I could get a spot because I didn't support you early on. So we had a lot of that, but it's just, it eats me in my mind that I know what the other one is, and then why isn't this one there yet? But I know it takes time.
Well, where were you the first year of Retro Toy Con?
Oh yeah, geez,
Right?
I was across the street in a 1,000 square foot store.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the saying? Look at where you are now. That because 10 years ago, you're looking. It's where you wanted to be, or something along those lines, right?
It's take a look at me now.
My bad.
There's just an empty space.
My bad.
All right. No, but part of me was like, if it's hard to well.
Or do you think it was in your mind, it was just going to be better because of the notoriety of everything?
No, because I know life doesn't work that way. Like, I know we already surpassed year one, and year two, and year three of our now established show. So I knew we already, I don't know if in sports analogy, is it like AA and AAA, and like we jumped already into the next level.
Got a badminton team.
Hey, I got a letter.
Damn right.
But I don't know. A lot of the guests. So this was like a team effort. Like agents, like actors were they, like whether it was Derek Mears or Roger Jackson or Jonathan Breck or Jude, like these people were there. Because if you're trying to start a first year show, it's very difficult to get guests.
Oh yeah, or good ones, or
Right.
of notability.
There's a lot of agents that will not send their client to a first year show.
Mm-hmm.
And no offense to the promoter, just give you time to get it going.
Right.
And then, hit us back in a year or two.
I mean, that's where the relationships come in from.
So
8 years of Retro Toy.
So these guys who were there to support what we were doing, and with the understanding that I may not make what I'm going to make if I'm at show Z,
right.
that has 20 years running or whatever. But we want to be part of the beginning. And so, I mean, and then, so because I was getting text messages from them after the show, like thanking me. It was such an amazing show and they had such a good time. And again, how everybody's so nice here. So, I mean, I think we did everything right. And now we just, grow. Because if you took shortcuts or did different things like that, and then somebody felt, well, geez, this is cheap, or they didn't do this, or, right. But everything was, I thought, spot on. The only improvement we could make is get more bodies in the door, and that happens with time. But back to what I was going to say was, in the back of my mind, because whenever I overload or overcommit, you get stressed, and then you got all these financial worries bouncing in your head, and then you're just like, why did I do this? Like, everything was comfortable. Like Retro Toy Con in November, we don't have to even announce hotel rooms, and the hotel sells out. Right. I don't solicit vendors because they all come back. Like, I don't have to hound vendors to pay.
Yeah, but it took how many years to get to that point?
Oh, right. But it took years to get to where you don't worry, and then it just runs itself. And then that's less stress. And then as soon as you get that in a comfortable place, you then decide to make yourself uncomfortable again.
All right, you do a third show.
All right.
Shut up, Andy.
But then I just keep doing it.
Well, you thrive off the.
Yeah, but then it does get really stressful. But then I don't stop, so it's not like.
Yeah.
And then it gets easier.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, it's always the analogy of, like if you exercise, like if you want to get bigger, you have to overload the muscle so much that it hurts, that it grows to not be in pain anymore. And then you force it to hurt again.
More weight.
Over stress it, and this, like you want, same with food, like,
Yeah.
And then the grow is uncomfortable.
That's right. That's why you have to sports cry.
I don't know what that is.
That's made it up.
Yeah, just get it out. Whatever.
No, there was a minute it was like Friday, because I knew, so
yeah. And
here's the other thing, and this is, I don't know if anybody who runs shows or is going to do a show, these are things to consider. Our other show was a 2-day show, and it worked its way to a 3-day show. But with the relationship that we had the hotel, and in order to get everything that we wanted done in the contract the way we wanted it, we mimicked what we had worked our way up to. And then what I was telling people was, because Saturday and Sunday's numbers were good. Our Fridays is what's called a preview night. So that's a VIP or an early bird entry. It takes time to earn that.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to come there early?
Right.
The November shows earn that, to where if there are certain key rare pieces, if you're not there, you may not see it Saturday.
Yeah.
Or if Saturday's so chaotic and so tight you can't move, I'm just going to do my early bird shopping. And so I don't feel we earned that yet, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that was where I got worried, but it was the way the contract had to be done. So we have to grow Friday, which means give people a reason to be there early. But we got a whole year to prepare that.
Yeah, and we also, that's what's happened with Retro. It'll happen with this, where you have a whole year. Well, not exactly a whole year, but let's just say a whole year to think about it. Hey, wouldn't this be a good idea? Wouldn't that be a good idea? And that's how things have grown, progressed with Retro.
The Friday night elements are always a lot of times underappreciated, or they don't realize how cool or good of a value.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, these statues, I think, cost me $100 a piece. then you pay for the autograph, and then we feed you. And then I think it was $30-something a head to feed you. So we made $0 to give you this opportunity to have a Roger Jackson Scream statue signed with a prime rib dinner.
The Q&A in the movie.
The Q&A in the movie.
Yeah.
And Roger stayed to the end of the movie. And it was great. and we had a good attendance. I mean, there was like, I don't know if there was 30 to 40 people in there. But not everybody stayed to the end of the movie. But I mean, we were just providing something unique to get bodies in the door, especially at an early time, to be there Friday. And then I think once word of that travels, but it's like everything. It's like,
gotta build.
Right. You just, the people who went loved it.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell people, and then, maybe you grow 20% next year or 25%. And then the next year, the same thing. And then so I have no doubt, because I there is no failure. So it'll just grow and grow. And then we have a whole nother year to talk about it and promote it. But now we got to start getting ready for the other show.
We have been.
That's true. We're way ahead of the game.
Andy, write this down. Spooky spaghetti. That's the next meal.
It'd be cheaper to feed them.
Spooky spaghetti.
It's cheaper than prime rib, I can tell you that.
And little gummy bats in it.
No, the key is who we're gonna bring.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
Yeah, it's all hearsay.
You should bring Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd love to.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we got some of that too this year too, about like you should bring this and you guys think you can get this and like it's so even if we can get somebody, this is the part that I guess people don't know about, is the scheduling. Getting the right guest at the right time, because they all have their schedules.
It's not
all have
scheduling; it's guarantees, man.
Well, there's that too, but like let's say in a certain point of year, they might work with you more, right? Because they've got nothing going on, or there's some other thing, or hey, maybe they're a sports fan. There's a game in town. We've seen that kind of thing before. So, like, there's little things like that, and it just takes literally the whole year.
Well, I just love the recommendations, because people have no clue how things work.
Right.
Yeah.
And they'll just throw out like this, get Chris Evans or
Yeah.
Get like why can't you get Kevin?
Chris. Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. Come on.
Kurt Russell. Sure.
Bring your Captain America costume. Yeah. I know you got nothing going on this weekend. And just sign autographs for free, because some people just expect you to do that. What do you mean? I got to pay for this autograph?
What do you mean I got to drink this coffee hot?
Mini Trucking Magazine. Oh, no, but yeah, I mean, there's big name. Like, there was a really big name that I think everybody would have just like,
went bananas for.
Just exploded with excitement. And there's still a possibility.
Yeah.
But it hasn't been, nobody knows about it. And it may never be, but there's a chance.
I'm just going to start rumors in like the YouTube
So you're saying
comments.
there's a chance.
And it doesn't matter what genre. Like, you would bring this person if you could.
Just make a fake account and go in there and spread rumors. John Hoboken says they're bringing Clint Eastwood next year.
That'd be so good. I'd love to bring Clint Eastwood.
John Hoboken.
Right. Johnny Sevens says number 1. 4 stars.
Stallone's chomping at the bit to come there.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
That would be a good one.
Oh, yeah. You just get, But
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris would be great. He'd be great. Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme. What's his name? Even
Seagal.
Yeah, who can't move his legs very high. Yeah. He'll just slap you to death.
He doesn't need to. He uses keto.
If anybody's wondering if we're doing it again, we are.
Yep.
2026.
Yeah, we haven't announced the dates yet, but we will shortly.
Book your hotel room. Still sell out.
Oh no, they'll It doesn't take
Book the whole year.
Maybe it'll take a year or two, but then we will sell the hotel out.
And then
They're getting Steve Gutenberg.
He's cool.
Is he cool?
Yeah, he's cool. I met him. We met him. Did you meet him?
I didn't. You did.
You were there.
Yeah, but I didn't get to.
I had him sign my Police Academy poster.
Right.
You got a signed book too, right?
Oh yeah, he did a book. That
Yep.
guy's very positive.
Yep.
Like if you follow him on Instagram,
Yeah.
he just talks to you, and he's the most positive dude.
Yeah.
He'll just walk and take it in, and just today, just do this or.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very affirmative.
Yeah, he was cool, or is cool.
Yeah.
He cool.
Is he cool? He's
Yeah.
cool.
No, he was super cool. Yeah, and he was just hanging out there. That was my buddy Bill's show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was over there. And then they had and he had the Police Academy guy.
What, the Michael Winslow?
No,
Isn't Steve Gutenberg, please?
no, not Police Academy. Beverly Hills.
Judge.
Judge.
Reinhold?
Reinhold, yeah.
he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
And nobody cared.
Yeah. No.
So, but I don't know if it was the right show for him.
I just like when I saw him, I was like, man, if I had something Gremlins or I don't know.
Fast Times.
I didn't
Well,
see
there's a lot
that
of-
till later. But
Santa Claus?
I kept thinking like vice versa, just because I'm like nobody's probably talked to him about that movie.
Who
in
did he
years.
switch with? And he was the guy.
Fred Savage was his son.
Oh.
Yeah, I loved that movie as a kid, and it's the same thing as Freaky Friday, but you know, it was entertaining.
Oh, and on a side note, Bill Johnson, he was Leatherface too.
Yep.
That dude knows some. It's like very educated man.
Yeah. Yeah. Very.
Especially if you want to get into some of the
Cryptic.
interesting things about pyramids or way lines or just the Earth and ancient aliens ish topics.
And he has a super minty signature.
Yeah, he has a great signature.
Like, it looks fabulous.
That dude signed my chainsaw, and then I went and brought him 10 more. 'Cause it was so good.
Yeah.
It might have one of the best signatures in the business.
Yeah.
And it was like 2 feet long. The signature
yeah.
over the window of the box.
That's funny. Yeah. Who has the best?
I mean, he's right up there. It
Just based
almost
on
looks fake, dude. It's
right.
perfect.
Just based on the signatures I've seen here, not necessarily people I've met, but like it's tough to beat Jeremy Bullock. His is so like it looks like calligraphy.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
if you saw it towards the end,
Well, yeah.
yeah. So you can spot.
Later signatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
It got smaller and smaller, and then, but yeah, it didn't change for probably 40 years. Like it was so good.
Well, that used to be really important too, especially if you met somebody like that was. And nowadays, you see signatures of famous people, and it looks like kind of like a fart cloud.
Well, my
Emoji.
my signature's utter garbage.
Yeah, mine is.
But I mean, a signature goes a long way. Like if you look at an Norm Reedus, it's garbage.
Yeah.
Or even a Bernthal.
Bernthal.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Not that they're not cool people.
Yeah.
They just probably inundated with millions of autographs.
It's just how.
Yeah.
But
Just
then there's
how quick
some
can you
that
get it
like
done?
Judith O'Dea's signature was amazing.
Yeah.
It's just
Very nice. very
and
nice.
that plays into the value of an item.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's really, not for lack of better terms, it's a lost art.
Yeah.
Because half the population can't even read calligraphy.
Cursive. You mean?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They can.
They can't read calligraphy either.
They can't. Same thing.
Caligula.
Caligula.
That's a whole nother movie.
Send secret messages in cursive. It's just in
Hey.
plain
No,
English.
but I'm serious. Like
Yeah.
you write
Yeah.
it down, kids can't read it.
Have you seen Caligula?
I know enough about it that I didn't. But
So
Andy, go home watch it.
I'm good.
who's the main actor in it?
Oh, it's
Isn't he in Clockwork Orange?
yes,
That guy.
Malcolm McDowell.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that movie was like 78 or 79 or 80.
I think it was definitely late 70s is what I recall.
So I went to that movie
Did you know?
because we saw movies every weekend.
Right.
And if there was whatever was playing, if this, and it wasn't like you had 7 theaters, you had 2 or 3. And then if you were going to the movies and, oh, that one's sold out, and then we're there, so then we saw this movie. And that is not a movie for like a 7, 8, or 9-year-old.
Nope. It's not.
It is not.
There are many salacious scenes, some not simulated.
I swear there's a scene where there's like a lawnmower and everybody's body's parts are, and it's like, but it's not a lawn, like they didn't have a lawn,
Right.
but like some device, like this is like
Yeah.
calligraphy led to Caligula.
My bad.
Yeah, but they don't even teach cursive in schools. So
Right.
how it's like if my,
That's what I'm saying. It's like a lost art.
if
Yeah.
like my aunts or uncles or, well, more the aunts, right? Like a birthday card or they mail it to my daughter
Yeah.
and then she's trying to,
What's that say?
but she can read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not quickly.
Right. Right.
It's like she hasn't been exposed to enough of it.
Right.
But everybody writes print.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. How did we maintain the ability to do this for hundreds of years? And then now,
It's
Well,
laziness.
people type now. So,
text. They don't type.
well,
dude,
Yeah.
so I just came back from visiting family in Ohio, and there was this dude on the plane, and he had, I guess an iPhone or whatever, standard size, and he was texting with his 2 fingers so fast, and then he was looking out the window, and it was still going.
yeah.
So it's like people, like, I didn't realize that you can memorize where the key, I guess like anything,
Yeah.
but they're so tight. What is it, like in a 2x2?
Well, that and there's no like separation. So it's how do you feel where the keys are?
Yeah.
Right. So he just was going like a mile a minute and looking out the window and then still going and then looking back down and then, send. And I was like, but it didn't even seem like the 2 thumbs, and it was his thumbs, which is your bigger finger.
Yeah.
You're right.
But if you just put,
Yeah.
if you put your 2 thumbs over your screen's like, how does it differentiate? Like you're covering like 8 letters under each thumb. Like
I don't know.
It just blew me away.
There's the one typing where you hold your finger
And
down
just slide?
and you slide around,
do
and
that.
I can't do that.
I tried it a few times. It does usually get the word.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's predictive, right?
Because
Yeah.
it knows. But then you'll just think, then you'll just have some thing on your brain, and then you just say what you want to say, and it just does
think
it without talking.
You think it sends it.
I have to use both thumbs
That's what I do.
because of typing class. Even though it's not the
Well,
hands, I know the location of the keys based on
I
that.
do both, but I'm looking.
Yeah.
And then if anybody's seen me type a message back to you, it looks like crap. But then you still understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, and then when you voice text, it's the same thing.
Oh man, my wife does that, and I'm like, "What?" And she's like, says it again, and it still doesn't make sense. It just doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, because it can't pick up the pauses or the cadence of the speech or things that you would get by hearing it.
Well, I've learned when you're done, you say period,
Yeah.
and then you start the next line, or you can say stop. Like, I've learned there's phrases.
That sounds hilarious in person too, because somebody's walking around like, "I went to the store today." Period. Like they're mad.
I think my mom sent me something because when I was flying back, and then I think on the end she must have voiced it, but then it said Siri send or something. And it wrote that.
Siri said.
Yeah, it was funny.
So how do you say period? Like, like I was out of work for a period of time. Period.
But it would.
But it knows?
You should test it. It would get it right.
AI knows everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah.
The Terminator.
The Terminator.
And Skynet.
Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Well. So what else?
Overall the show was just a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was good.
It was somehow I guess it just seemed less stressful.
Yeah. Well, I think we were successful in creating a new type of horror show.
Yeah.
For those who go strictly for, let's say, well, again, most horror shows do not have a strong toy element.
Yeah.
Or a toy vendor base.
Well, that was my first horror show, so
Yep.
nothing to compare it to.
Yeah. Well, most...
But I mean, I know, sometimes tattoos go on in those things, right?
Yeah.
Unless you go to a specific toy show, most Comic-Cons or anime cons or horror cons or horror shows or whatever, their vendor base isn't primarily toy related. They're just everything. But if I go to a Comic-Con, the bulk of the toy vendors, first there's limited toy vendors,
right.
and the toy vendors that are there aren't
Vintage toy vendors.
Or even, they're usually Funko vendors.
Yeah.
Or anime vendors.
Blind boxes.
Or, oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Le boo-boo.
Yeah. Tony actually killed it at the show, the horror show. But see, he came from Dragon Con, and he didn't have time to go back to South Florida because Dragon Con was the week before. Right. And so he goes, I'm going to have a lot of this blind box stuff. But then he killed it. But it was like, that's fine because I want a blind box type person. Like I want a Labubu vendor. I want a Funko vendor. I wanted comic vendors. I wanted NECA vendors. I wanted Legends vendors. It was everything. And so it worked. But so that one, I think we're
wrapping up.
We're wrapping this one up, folks. We're still recovering. So
Yep.
Thank you. Come again.
Yep. Tell the mailman.
Put in the comments what you would like us to talk about.
We don't sell parts. We don't ship.
Yep. Only on Sundays.
And,
Sundays.
Free shipping on Sundays.
Free shipping on Sundays.
All right. See you guys.
Toy Federation. Finish, baby!